Hey guys, Engineer Wannabe here with my friends Torrent and Bobby. We are
Okay.
expecting a couple more friends, but we'll see how it goes. It's so good to see you guys. So good to see everyone in the chat as well. But yeah, let's do the Bobby Legs zigzag. Start with Torrent. How are
Yeah.
you doing? How's your day going? What's on your wrist and all that good stuff?
Yeah, it's been a fairly busy week in general, but today was great. Got in one last bike ride with my twin brother, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
And today I picked up a new watch, so it's on the
Oh,
wrist.
oh,
Mhm.
Yeah,
oh.
this is a Borealis.
Nice.
I can't pronounce the name very well. I know all of their watch. I think it's like Cassius,
Okay.
but they're all named after cities in Portugal. I think that's the
Okay.
way Borealis does their watches. So
Yeah. I'm not
yeah,
too
it's a good
familiar with
dive
them.
watch. Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. I know they made a bit of a splash that caught my interest when they did the Adraga sometime back.
Yeah, they did the
That's
Dragon.
the Explorer.
The White Explorer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was nice.
interesting. Yeah.
I know Random Rob does a really good job featuring a lot of their models.
Right.
He's actually the person to blame. That's why I got interested in Borealis
Yeah.
purely based off the Random Rob channel.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's jump into the chat. We got Chaz. How's it going, Chaz? Good to see you. Bill, good to see you, sir. Wilson is here. Jason, how's it going? Peter, good to see you, sir. James, how's it going, James? Hope you're well. Leah, how's it going, Leah? Corey, good to see you. Hope everything is going well. We were just chatting before, so um, yeah, I was hoping Brandon would be on. Brandon, I was gonna ask him to help me speak Sinhalese again. I'm totally forgetting um, Sinhalese. So yeah, I grew up in Sri Lanka, and even when I was growing up in Sri Lanka, I didn't speak a lot of Sinhalese or Tamil for that matter. Um, Forget about Tamil; it's just all gone. Anyway, but yeah, Colin, how's it going? Good to see you. Justin, how's it going? Ooh, did the StreamYard jump there? Bruno, good to see you. Um, Justin saying people are saying it is the nadir of the white birch. Yeah.
Hmm. All right.
Wilson, yes, the sector dial is beautiful on launching. Um, Caliber YQG is here as well. And Steve, Time Hill, and Darren. Look you guys go. All right. Bobby K, how are you, sir?
Doing
And
well.
good, good. How was your week? And what's on your wrist?
I've been doing well. Got back from work,
Oh
um,
yeah.
and on my wrist today is one of my favorite watches. It's the
Ooh.
Nice.
Green Dragon.
Excellent choice, sir. Look at that. Oh
Very nice.
man. Yeah. I I need to make that happen one day, maybe. Maybe.
You got the hookup, Sanjay.
Yeah.
Let's see, do you've worn it twice so far, right?
Yep.
On your wrist, so third time's the charm.
Yeah. Ajay, good to see you. Um, let's see. Underachieving watch collector, how's it going? Pale horse, good to see you. Jared's here too. Good to see you, Jared. Wearing his white dial Omega Seamaster, the Forever watch. Very nice. Respectably late. Good to see you. You're not late at all. um, hey, AB's here. We got our friend Bobby Legs as well. Joey, how's it going? Kevin, Paul says he might jump in. Daughter knows it's on YouTube, so she's already called her agent. She's ready to unbox a toy. That's funny. Hey, Kevin, good to see you as well from Lakeland. Way, good to see you. Luke, hey, Luke, good to see you. I feel like it's been a while. Um,
So
all right.
May I ask what's on your wrist, Sanjay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the
yes,
big
indeed.
reveal coming up.
On my wrist is
Is it something new? I just want to make sure is it
yeah,
something
yeah,
new?
it is
Oh
something
yeah.
new. It is my Zenith
Nice.
El Primero,
Beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah,
E384
Panda.
Revival. So that
Is that
happened.
the second hand's red?
Yes,
Nice.
the
Nice.
chronograph seconds is.
Yeah, the chronograph second, sorry.
Yeah.
Is that the factory strap on it, or did you
Yeah.
switch? Yeah. Okay. Looks
Yeah.
good.
It's got the Zenith
Yeah.
buckle, which is really nice. Yeah, so that happened today. It was I know a couple of guys said I got to let people know before I sell something or change, but these things happen so quickly, guys.
Too loyal to the AD.
Yeah, my ED is just too good and too kind to me.
Is it a display key spec? I couldn't see that.
Yes, it is. I didn't show it. What a travesty. Here.
Because the Moon is just probably as good as the dial.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see the star there too.
Yeah. It's it's pretty good good piece. I don't I okay. I I don't know what to say, guys.
Let's say
Okay, so the question
can I just make sure? Let's just go back through. Let's go through the system here. I'm gonna rewind because it's been some time since I talked to you.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, and it's so good to talk to you, Bobby. Man, we missed you.
Yeah.
You still have the SPGY003.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So let's play this same type of game here, Torrin. Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna guess what watch is still with him. All right. So I started first. I said the SPGY003 is with him. What do you think, Torrin? He still isn't.
The other safe bet for me is the white
Yes.
birch.
The white birch. Okay,
Yeah.
Is that true, Sanjay?
No, it's gone.
Oh, the game.
What? You didn't even review it.
There. Okay,
Wow.
so I was going to say Planet Ocean is still a safe bet. It was going to be my second bet.
Yeah, I thought those two were safe, but then actually, what would have went? Probably the Longines, which you just picked up.
Or the white birch because it's a Zenith, so it's got to be something that's So
All right, but
Yeah.
I mean, look at that chat. Everyone's just as surprised as I am.
I see that's why I was saying I'm out of sorts. I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Shame.
Yeah, I hear you. We're not Birch brothers anymore. But
All right.
okay, so,
Now tell the story time.
yeah. I mean, there's this thing. I was filming like the unboxing, and I was thinking while I was doing it, why I feel so bad, and I feel like I've let down people,
Yeah.
and then the thought came to my head, hey, why do I feel like that? It's it's my collection, whatever, I can do what I like. But then at the same time, I thought, no, it's not just my collection. It's in a way, it's our collection. I care what you, Bobby, you think, and I care what you, Torrin, think. I care what Colin thinks. I care what Bobby Legs thinks. I care about Peter. I care about Dan. Everyone. I care about what you guys think because you guys mean a lot to me. And so it's kind of our collection, even though it's in my possession. So yeah, I feel that kind of is why I feel like messed. I feel elated because I got this watch that I've been pining about, hemming and hawing, making excuses to not get for a year and a half, maybe 2, but I finally got it, and I feel like I've said that story too before too. So I mean, I don't know.
So what prompted you to not trade in the white birch though? Like, was there something that you fell out of love with the white birch, or was the Zenith was that white birch the one that you thought was the best of your collection to trade in? You know what I mean? Like of
Yeah.
um,
Well, neither. Um, a little bit of both. I didn't fall out of love with the white birch. I still really love the white birch. I did do the review, but I didn't post it. It's actually
Okay.
going live right after the live stream, so it's scheduled to go live.
See, that's what threw me off.
video
Like,
review.
I'm
It's
like,
like
I didn't see a review of this
Yeah,
watch.
yeah. Hey, I'm playing games.
Okay.
No. But I didn't fall out of love with it. You'll hear in the review me saying I'm gonna have this for a while. But yeah, that didn't materialize. It happened so quickly. you know, I enjoy the white birch, but at the same time, I don't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. You know, it wasn't like it was beautiful to look at the movement, and I looked at that movement every day for 2-3 months, however long I owned it, and once it got past that, once there were the little issues that I talk about in the review. There are a lot of little issues, at least on my one. Torrin, I hope you don't have those, but there were a lot of little issues that were nagging at me, and I woke up this morning and I thought, yeah, it's on the chopping block. So it's never really done until I go to the AD, because you guys make fun of me because I go with a bunch of boxes in my trunk. I literally go with all the all the boxes in my trunk. So it's not it's not like exaggeration or hyperbole. I actually do that.
did you, did you take the plan? So because I, in my opinion, like I feel like you really, like, I know like you bought the white birch and you felt you hooked up, like you really liked the watch, but I felt like when you got the Planet Ocean, the 39.5, I felt like that was a perfect dive watch for you because the proportions, everything fit your wrist, and I
Yes.
feel like that watch is going to be there for a longer time, just because I don't see a better dive watch, uh, proportionally, for you. And I think, did you take the Planet Ocean with you too? I was just wondering, just
I
because you
did.
took all the options with you.
Yeah, I did. I even considered the SBGY 003.
Oh
Um,
wow, okay.
Only
Nothing
because
is safe.
Brandon, hey,
Hey,
how's it
man.
going, man?
What's up? What's up?
It's good to see you, dude.
Man, you just
You
walked
too,
into a
man.
minefield.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's going on?
Business.
Yeah.
So Sanjay was telling about his new acquisition. You want to show this your acquisition
Yeah,
first?
yeah,
Oh,
the El
the Zenith.
Primero.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it really is. Been
What'd you
finding.
trade in for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Brad, that's the question. What do you think you traded?
What do you think? Without looking at the chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Planet Ocean.
Oh, good question. Good guess. But and Sanjay traded in the white birch.
No,
Right?
bro.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
So
I
he's
know.
telling. So Sanjay, continue. You said there was kind of few minute issues that you noticed with your white birch, and you brought a couple of boxes to the AD
Yeah,
with the Planet Ocean. The SPGOI 003, you brought the box with you in
I
the car.
didn't. I didn't.
You did.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't even give myself the option at that point, because
Good.
I know that's something I would horrendously regret.
Good.
The reason I was considering the SPGY 003 is because I've been made a decent offer on it, like a really good, way over list offer. So I could technically get the SPGY 007, which is a slight downgrade, but then have that additional cash to put towards the El Primero or whatever, right? But I didn't take that. Kevin mentions 22 mil did me, and I actually started to really like that look, the wide stance. But yeah, so there were a couple of little issues like you mentioned, but they weren't game changing. They weren't deal breakers. So I was happy to live with them. Basically, I went with a couple of watches that I have usually plan A, plan B, and plan C
Yeah.
when I'm going to trade something, and plan A didn't pan out. Shift to plan B, plan C, see which one the dealer AD and I are really happy with, and then we go with that. So yeah, so the white birch is
Say
gone.
you're sorry, Sanjay.
I'm sorry.
There
Um,
it is.
but
There you go.
okay,
Say
so
you're sorry.
It's a nice watch.
yeah,
Thanks.
there was no fender bender involved, DJ. Cappuccino dial is nice, but I prefer the Panda. Colin mentions the most Grand Seiko seem to have little issues, so what stops me from getting one? Well, the little most Grand Seikos I've had have been solid, like no issues. So this one felt like it was having growing pains, maybe. I'm not sure. And they aren't defects. It didn't seem like they were defects. It seemed like it was more. Like one issue was the crown was a little wobbly when it's in position number 2 for time setting.
Okay.
It would wobble like up and down. The other one is rotor noise was really loud, and if I would hit the bottom of my wrist on something, I could feel like a thud inside the watch. So it was like the rotor wasn't screwed on tight enough, so it would, like, be vibrating on the inside, up and down, laterally. Vertically. So little things like that. Those were the issues with the white birch. But again, I still really love that watch. Um, there's see I'm not see the reason I'm tripping over my words is because there was another part to the story. I guess I should share. I got another watch on top of the A384.
Wow.
And
Oh wow, this
okay.
is like a movie.
Can you just pause and like?
Yeah.
I'm a little naive with Zenith. Like, what's retail on the one you picked up? Is it more or less than the white birch?
Less.
It's less, right?
It's less. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
2 watches now.
Yes. So the other one, which I haven't sized yet, like it's been a big busy evening. I really wanted to size it, but is
Grand Seiko.
Oh, okay. Is that one of the seasons?
It's the seasons one.
yeah,
The winter?
it's the
Yeah.
season's winter.
Winter, right?
Whoa! Holy cow! Okay.
That's a winter, right?
Yeah, it's the winter. It's the one that I
Wow.
like.
Wow.
Whoa,
Dude,
man.
the hits don't stop coming.
Just-
Okay, so I can speak more freely.
you
now.
gotta
Yes.
invite me the next time you do something like this.
Wow.
I want to be there.
Wow. I love
Yeah.
that watch. That's my favorite, one of my favorite games. I was debating between the spring and the winter, and I
Yeah.
love the winter too. Oh wow. Congratulations to the winter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And AB, it was AB's old watch. AB was the OG winter owner. Okay, so yeah, Planet Ocean's gone too. All right, let's move on.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You're joking, right?
No, the Planet Ocean's gone too.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Way to troll everyone. Holy cow.
Okay.
Okay, so now the reason so this I feel like this is better than the white birch, like way better. It's thicker, it's like a millimeter thicker, but
Disagree.
yeah, that's understandable. I mean, for me it's better.
didn't the white
But-
birches win the GPHG too?
It did, yes.
Yeah. So
Wait, is the winter, is it titanium?
Yes.
Okay, so that helps you. Yeah.
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 I really like titanium. And they do the multiple case finishes on the side, which the white birch doesn't. I mean, like the other thing with the white birch was the crown was the crown. Oh man, there's so much wrong with the crown.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I mean, the crown here is nicely bead blasted, like top quality Grand Seiko stuff. You got the crown tube on this thing. Stuff that you expected. There's like this tube on the inside which hides the crown threading.
Okay.
All these little,
Let me just get the winter, the spring. I'll be right back.
yeah. So yeah, this for me replaces the white birch. It wears thinner, or it wears about the same. It's lighter, and it's just a better watch for me. And yeah, this wears better than the Planet Ocean. The Planet Ocean wears really well, and it's probably the best dive watch, in my opinion, for a smaller wrist.
So let me get this straight. You kept the Tudor Black Bay 58, but you flipped the Planet Ocean.
Yes.
Even though you consider it a better dive watch?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk us through your process?
Okay. Black Bay 58 is so much better now with that Uncle Seiko half link in there. Uncle Seiko released a half link not too long ago,
Okay.
and that finally fixed my clasp length issue.
Okay.
Because it was sticking out on both ends for me. So that worked it out for me, and the Tudor Black Bay 58 is just works out for me. And the Planet Ocean, I mean, it's the best. It's the best dive watch, and I'm okay with a little bit of compromise to have the El Primero, which at least at this moment I like better than the Planet Ocean. So, yeah, that's kind of my thought process. It was literally Plan C though. I had 3 plans. This was Plan C, and that's what we what we settled on.
Did you ever consider the Zenith on a bracelet? The
I did.
for ladder style.
I'm not a fan of that. The only reason is the Zenith lugs. So the lugs end up super shiny.
Okay.
The bracelet starts brushed, and there's like a visual disconnect for me, which I didn't really like. This was kind of what happened. Really, I woke up and
You burned into the ground.
see the thing though is I was overwhelmed with 2 watches. Like the winter I've been wanting to see, hold, wear, and use since 2019, and I made the mistake of waiting till 2020, and then the border is closed, and I was like, well, now I got to quarantine 2 weeks to go there and quarantine 2 weeks to get back just to get the winter seasons. And
your AD has the seasons collection now, because I didn't see it there before.
yeah, they do. They've sold out of the spring, which is understandable.
Yeah,
they're pretty much sold out of the winter now, but they still have a summer. Oh, sorry, a fall. A fall is the high beat with the blue dial.
That's actually a good one for me.
It's nice. It's nice.
I think the spring and the winter are the only 2 titanium ones, right?
Yes. Yeah, the other 2 are steel. So yeah.
So, okay, I had a question here.
Yeah.
The white birch, when you gave it, it was above the Zenith retail, right? It was a trade down, basically, right?
Yeah.
Did you have to trade the Planet Ocean as well to get the 415, the winter, or could you have kept the Planet Ocean and traded in your white birch to get the Zenith and maybe even a little bit, like just some extra cash for the 415, or did you feel like you had to get let go of the Planet Ocean? Because I think looking at the chat, I guess the chat's burning on fire here. No to the Planet, like, everybody's surprised about the Planet Ocean. So am I.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
plan. I guess I can go through the plans that I had. Plan A was trade the white birch only and get the SBG SBGA 415, the winter, and the SBGN 005 blue dial.
Oh, nice.
GMT, the one that Torn has, except in blue.
Well, blue.
Yeah.
The super quartz, right?
Yeah. Quartz.
Yeah. So that was plan A. It was okay. It was feasible. But when I saw the El Primero again, I was, kind of torn. I really wanted to make the El Primero work. I could have just done the white birch and put in a bunch of cash, I guess, to get the El Primero. But I didn't really want to do that right now. So yeah, it was pretty much an even trade.
Okay.
So Planet Ocean and white birch for Seasons Winter plus El Primero Revival. So I think I came out pretty well there.
I should have
Yeah.
I should have worn this one, the spring here.
Yeah, I was half
Yeah.
expecting you to.
But I do love wearing it. Like now you probably understand. Like the titanium is really nice. The bracelet, it's very good daily wear for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
I wish I
excited.
had the blue second hand that you have.
Yeah.
It's not on the spring. It's on the winter.
See,
I'm-
if it had that blued second hand, I would go for the spring as well.
yeah.
So the blue, I really appreciate the blued second hand on this, which is why,
Yeah.
I went for this guy.
Yeah, so it's kind of similar. The dials, I guess, it's just a little more. This is pinker, but the second hand is There's the you have a blue second
I
sense
feel
too, right?
really left out.
Yeah. Sorry, Brandon.
And what are you wearing? I forgot to. you
Yeah,
forgot-
sorry, Brandon.
Aquaterra.
Nice,
Nice.
beautiful. I was thinking of you when the Planet Ocean was going, and it really hurt. Planet Ocean, letting go of the Planet Ocean hurt, but
I feel I felt like the Planet Ocean was a great dive watch for you, but if you felt like the El Primera was a better at that moment, the better watch, then I don't blame. I'm glad you got the 415. I feel happy that you got the 415. Otherwise, I'd be really devastated today. Because I really like that Planet Ocean watch.
yeah. And see, I think the Planet Ocean is the best. Like I mentioned it 3 times now. Like it's the best dive watch for small wrist. I just don't wear dive watches that much, So
But Brandon
So-
brought the question too, right? He said he brought up the Tudor Black Bay 58. You still
Yeah.
have that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Torrin mentioned that.
Yeah. See,
So,
me,
like-
I was surprised he kept the plan. I mean, sorry, the Tudor and sold the PO.
Hmm. Is there a
Like,
reason?
is the Tudor on the chopping block?
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Until next stream.
Yeah, well, I had that tutor. I chopped it and I got it back.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's a
now
rechopped wood, right? Basically,
yeah.
in a different color, right?
Yeah.
But
So-
is there a reason why you didn't let go of the Tudor and you let go of the Planet Ocean?
I need a blue dial.
Okay. I mean, I just want to make sure because I feel like the Planet Ocean is technically a better
Agreed.
watch. If you wanted a blue dial, that's different. I mean, and of course, it's a great. You just got the Tudor right now, more recent acquisition, so I can't.
I'm not gonna lie, the blue on that Tudor is really nice.
It is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I
it
like
is.
it.
Yeah, and I really like that blue, and I didn't want to lose a blue dial.
Okay, yeah,
I-
that
I-
makes
yeah.
sense. I understand that the blue dial aspect because you don't have a blue dial watch, if I remember correctly.
No, that's the only one. And the Planet Ocean also, like the Seiko Alpinist, the SJE 085, it was like literally competing with the Planet Ocean, because I don't wear a dive watch really. So for me, it's just a glossy dial black watch that's really beautiful to look at. And so we got the Seiko Alpinist and the Planet Ocean. Seiko Alpinist was winning, really.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can I ask you how? Because I know the SPG 0103 is getting high up in value. Is it near Moser now, like level? Like you can probably trade that in plus another one to get a Moser, right? Like
Don't
Not-
tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Not a green dragon.
okay,
I'm not really interested in the Pioneer.
yeah, the Pioneer's a bigger watch for your wrist.
Yeah, it worked though.
The Green Dragon
Torrin
is
saw
only
it.
40 millimeters. It's
Yeah.
a real it's a great watch. I'm not saying anything because I think you should have a keeper in your collection, Sanjay, for sure. And I think the SPC 03 should be the pedestal
Yeah.
around which your core collection should be. So
No, seriously, if I sold the SPGY 003, I would just jump headfirst into madness. Like
I would question everything.
over.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Then then you don't have a compass basically. Around. Yeah. You're without
I'd be
a-
lost.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't think about I thought you gave the white birch, you got the El Primero. I was like, okay, everything's this Planet Ocean and 415. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pumped. But yeah, sad at the same time because Brandon, you weren't here, but I was saying, my collection kind of is like it's in my possession, but it feels like all of our collection in a sense, So like when I was getting rid of the Planet Ocean, I was thinking of Dan, like because that's a connection we have. He
Yes,
has a Planet Ocean.
yes,
Colin
Dan.
has a Planet Ocean.
Birch is
So
gone in the chat. Yes.
yeah, see that's the thing. And Torin and I had the white birch.
We had the
You and I,
Brotherhood,
Brandon,
but
we have the Black Bay 58 connection. We had the Black Bay 36 too.
Yeah.
It just feels like, family.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I do I do feel bad and I do feel a sense of loss. But at the same time I do feel a sense of elation because I kind of took the collection toward where I want to go, at least for today. um but yeah, catching up with the chat. Dan was gonna send me a white birch t-shirt.
send it my way.
Yeah, maybe you should send it to Tarin. Yeah, Colin says send it to Marcus. Steve says this is the stunning watch from I need. Yeah, this is interesting drama.
Oh,
Let's see, MD Chaz. Hey, good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm sorry that I missed that New York event. Planet Ocean and Birch, Dan says, is greater than Dirty Snow and El Primero. I hear you, Dan, but you got a big wrist and no. I like Dirty Snow. I'm a wintry guy.
Just such an awkward nickname, though.
Yeah. Well, it's more like a gray cloud, right? I'd rather call it the gray cloud.
yeah,
Yeah.
really.
So I'm curious as to how the Zenith wears, because I know that you basically swapped a diver for a chronograph, and that
Yeah.
can be one of the thicker watches. So what's the deal? Let's talk about how it fits, because it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, let me go full screen, show you the thickness. It's thinner than the Planet Ocean. At least it feels thinner.
It
Okay.
looks
Yeah, definitely looks thinner too. I'm not sure on paper if it is, but it wears way closer to the wrist. Although the Planet Ocean was um, bottom bottom heavy, meaning it
Yeah.
stayed flat. It
Yeah.
stayed on the wrist, planted.
Okay.
So I feel like this wears better for sure.
Okay.
In terms of wrist span, my wrist is somewhat oval but somewhat round as well. So I think it fills my wrist, which isn't saying much because my wrist is
How
really
many
tiny.
millimeters is it?
Lug to lug?
The lug to lug and case diameter.
I think it might be 47 millimeters.
Yeah, I'm
47.
thinking 47. I think the effective diameter, can't really call it diameter because it's a
Yeah.
weird shape, but I think it's a 30. I think they call it a 37.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, so it wears well. It fills my wrist, and I like the way it looks on my wrist.
How do you feel about the movement?
I like the
that
movement.
has a sapphire case back, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So it looks nice. It looks familiar. I used to have the Chronomaster 38 millimeter, so
Okay.
last gen. And so yeah, I've seen it before. I prefer it over the newer 1/10 of a second complication, like the
Okay.
super fast chronograph thing. I think I prefer this way more. I know that this one doesn't have hacking seconds, and it's got that weird. If you pull it all the way out, pull the crown all the way out, you're actually changing the date. So like this old El Primero quirks from the 70s. But I find it charming. I think it's probably going to be a bit more um, durable in the long run.
Okay.
Since the
So
second,
speaking of the 70s, I was curious as to you being someone who now has owned those kind of two major Zenith case types. Um, how do you feel now, kind of comparing both of them?
how do I feel in terms of which is better?
Yeah, like for you personally, like which one kind of speaks to you more? Like, are there very blatant differences in kind of the quality of finishing and stuff? Just because it seems to me like there's just less surfaces to work on with the kind of tonneau sharp edged case shape
Right.
than there is on the traditional El Primero like round case.
Yeah. I feel like the finishing is similar. I haven't owned that other one for about a year and a half now,
Okay.
so I'm struggling to remember. But I know I'm super impressed with the sunray brushing on the top of the case. So it's super crisp, super defined, and the polishing is, it's black polished. Like the polishing is equivalent to Grand Seiko, except Grand Seiko does
Okay.
it by hand. um, and this is probably done by machine. That's probably the only difference. Um, so I think the finishing is exquisite. It's really good. Um, I
I really
prefer
like that
this.
there's no bezel on it.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I'd say I prefer this right now. Um,
Okay.
kind of honeymooning, so
I
it's
think both the
hard to
watches
beat.
don't have bezels, right?
Yeah,
Bezels.
they both
So
don't.
it's
I actually noticed that there was a bit of overlap between these two.
yeah.
Um, when I was,
Interesting that you got two bezel watches. Yeah.
yeah. Um, Bill Case's Sanjay's watch deals make a great reality show. uh, I was, yeah, there was some real hard thinking going on, because we went to the AD. My son and I went again, and we stepped out and walked to Toys R Us, which is like
Mhm.
25-minute walk. So
Oh
we
wow.
walked all the way, um, and I was thinking like hard. I was just like gears spinning, smoke coming out of my ears.
You went to
I
Toys R Us first, or you went to the watch place first?
went to my AD first,
Okay.
skipped out in the middle, went to Toys R Us, got my son a dinosaur, and my other, like, we took some, little toys and gifts for the kids at home. Um, and yeah, so
I think we should buy you a GoPro next time.
yeah,
Out there and go to
yeah,
the AT.
Just take us with you.
You gotta be
Exactly.
like Wolfie. You gotta like live stream the whole thing from your phone
right.
while it's happening.
Yeah, I don't know if my AD would
It's like
be
Horalt
happy with
was
that.
flunking or something for us, like
Yeah.
adventure. But it's interesting that you didn't have the plan of going with two watches today, right? Or did you have the plan to get two watches, or was it
No.
just one watch?
Well, I did have the plan. Like, plan A was the
Oh,
9F GMT
okay,
and the winter. So
okay.
two Grand Seikos for the white birch, but yeah, it didn't materialize. It was not worth it. I basically was getting a better deal with the El Primero and the um uh, winter. So yeah, Dan says, "Can I ban Sanjay in his own channel?" You may bring it before the panel.
uh,
All we have to do is like claim that you copyrighted a Rolex video or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
They'll take down your channel.
Joey would be. I don't know if Joey remembers. And Amin and Bobby, Rob, Bobby, you were there too. Like, this time 6-7 months ago, I was having the same discussion with a different watch. I was saying, I really want this guy,
mhm.
and I don't know what to do, guys. Should I get rid of one of my Grand Seikos to get this guy? And I didn't do it, but yeah, this time it happened.
So it's been a long time coming then.
Yeah, the El Primero has been. The first time I sold the El Primero, Chronomaster 38 millimeter was one of the reasons was I felt like I didn't appreciate it enough to own it. So it was pretty much gone the second someone made me a good offer. So
You
So you
don't
moved to
still have a
LT.
Speedy, do you?
no,
Okay.
No. yeah,
So this is your only chronograph now.
yep.
Okay. Okay.
James says no more Birch Brothers. No. Justin says Sanjay turned his back on family. That would not have-
You know what that means? Do you know what?
I do know what that means.
Okay, great, awesome.
Yeah.
New references for Sanjay.
Chaz says you added 2 beautiful watches today, Sanjay. Congrats. Thank you, Chaz. I let go of 2 too. So.
Despite all the the razzing that we do to you, I'm just really impressed and grateful that you have this connection with your authorized doer that allows you to swap out. So
Yeah,
frequently.
to cycle through
Yeah,
this way.
Yes.
I'm-
Amazing.
Keep putting in a good word for me because I want to keep doing that too.
yeah, I will. I feel like that train is gonna end soon. I feel like that train's about to derail itself. But I'm gonna appreciate it for as long as I can. Basically, like brands are putting pressure on ADs and stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like my gravy train might be coming to an end. So yeah, that's kind of my
Are
thought
these-
process when I feel like I need to finalize.
Are they still giving discounts for Grand Seikos? Or well, not let me know. I won't ask that question. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
You can still trade in watches, right?
Yes.
Still okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joey, thanks so much. Marcus, hey, good to see you. Yeah, he knew the Planet Ocean was out after the review video. I was sure I was gonna keep it for a bit longer, but yeah. So, Bobby, do you want to do that game you were thinking of doing?
Yeah, it's the perfect time, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know what we're thinking for Sanjay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So wow. All right. I mean, I was thinking this was gonna be much more, subtle entry, but I think with Sanjay's news is a good way of finding out. So I think that this is like more of what our behavior is, I guess, as watch collectors. I think the best way of just finding out is how we collect, and the best way is based on analysis of what we've collected over the last, let's say, 12 months. I guess it'll be easier to talk with Torin and Brandon first, and then Sanjay about how many watches they've collected in the last 12 months, and then how it would respect, because everybody says we're on the hunt, we're always on the hunt, and that kind of, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that is comparable to the animal kingdom, and comparing to animals of how they hunt. You can think of leopards, whatever, all these animals that go on the hunt, and how they, their differences in their hunting behaviors as well. So based on what you've collected and how frequently you've collected, I think the panel here will make a decision on, the game is like you say how many watches you've collected in the last 12 or 24 months, and the panel will decide what type of animal you are in the animal kingdom, and then we'll discuss what type of animal you are actually. So I would love to start with Sanjay, actually, because I think Sanjay is a good analysis with how many watches he's collected, and I actually do have a good animal for him.
Yeah.
So
I'm opening up my spreadsheet here.
you have a
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
honestly, dude, that's not a bad
There's a
idea.
method to madness, people. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you just let us know how many, like, you could just list off the names, because I know it's a lot. Sanjay,
Okay.
for this whole 2021, how many you've collected, how many still remain in the collection, and that's basically for you, at least. I think Torin and Brandon, I think it's less of a number, I guess, I think, and so it'll be easier to talk a little more in detail. For you, Sanjay, just list the names.
Okay.
List what's remaining, and then me, Torin, and Brandon will probably give a
Okay, so rapid fire. January 2021, Seiko enamel dial SPB 045, Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot, King Seiko, Steelmaster Seiko, Oris Aquas Clean Ocean, Omega 1957 Railmaster, haha, Grand Seiko 9F two-tone, Tudor Black Bay 58 Navy, first time round, Omega Speedmaster Pro 3861, 62 Mass SPB 213, the red Cocktail Time ladies watch, which I still have, Omega Seamaster Necton, Seiko Alpinist reissue SJE 085, which I still have, Planet Ocean 39.5 millimeter, which is gone, White Birch is gone, Black Bay 58 Navy, which is back, is still there, and Longines Sector Dial is still there. That's it.
Okay.
That's good call.
All right. So
And that was all this past year.
That was just 2021.
It's
Yeah.
21, Brandon.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So let's give, Torin, Brandon, just think of an animal. Maybe you can write it down or something, and then we'll give 10 seconds to think about what animal do you think Sanjay is in comparative to what he's collected. So if you collected, you have a number, how many watches there in that list that you've had?
That was close to 20. By my
20?
count.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Or maybe it was 18. I can't.
17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 17 watches, and 4 remain.
Yes.
4. Okay. I just want to make sure that the numbers are right. This good thing is there's no Rolex there, right? I
Nope.
do hear no Rolex. Okay. So, all right. If you want to put up, everybody just put up the thing on what you think Sanjay's animal is.
Oh, I don't have it written down.
Oh, okay. That's all right, Brand. You can tell us right when we put it. Tori, you have it something on your.
I don't have anything written yet.
Okay, we can just say it then at the same time. What animal do you think he is, Brandon?
Squirrel.
That's a good one.
Actually, good one. That's a good one. Torin?
I was just gonna say a snake.
Snake? I was gonna say a hermit crab. He just goes to the next shell and then throws off the shell and gets the next one and then goes. But I think, do you have any preference of what you think you are, Sanjay? Because you're the one who's collecting.
I was gonna say I was like a black widow or something, just killing its own kind.
Just leaving bodies in your wake.
Yes, like empty shells of animals. Like,
Yeah.
The watches we once loved.
I think a squirrel or like a hermit, something that has a high turnover. I think squirrel is a good one too. I think
squirrel is good.
Just collecting and then throwing the nuts away, and that probably is the best animal I would think of as well. But yeah, I think you have a high turnover rate. I think that's your type of collecting mechanism. I think it's a very high metabolism type of animal, like a squirrel.
Yeah.
But yeah. Brandon, do you get any watches this year? Or
So 2021, I actually got the Black Bay 36 S&G in January, and then the vintage Seiko a couple of months ago, but that was it.
Okay, and you still have both of them too?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 2 watches, and you said the Black Bay 36, right? You said.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The two-tone one, right? That you still have.
Yes. So I still have like all the 7 watches in my collection that I've ever had since I began collecting. That said, I am about to list the Black Bay 58. So
you have
that's going to be leaving the collection. Yeah.
I did not know you had a Black Bay 58.
And that's the thing, no one does, because it just kind of sits in the box a lot of the time, and that's why it's being listed.
Okay, I just thought Sanjay just it just went like it transmitted to you.
It's like dropping stuff.
Exactly. I just feel like I need to sell something right now. Okay, so I guess so 2 watches, you've collected 7, and you've kept all 7, which is pretty rare, not to have flipped anything.
Yeah.
I guess what do you guys think about that? Like 2 watches. This is completely the opposite end of the spectrum from Sanjay just mentioning 20. To Sanjay, do you have an animal in mind?
I was
Well,
thinking like a boa constrictor, just
mhm.
takes a long time to digest and enjoy
Sure.
what it's eaten.
That's actually what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Torin.
I was thinking like a loon because they mate for life, so you're very committed to your collection.
Sure.
You say a loon?
Yes, it's a majestic bird. It's also on our currency, our Canadian currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our $1 coin is a loony.
Loonies and toonies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I had no idea what they were talking about.
there you go.
Okay, the more you know.
Oh, I have a loony.
Okay, cool.
And I was going to say like a sloth, because I think you've taken very slow and like you very slowly you've taken whatever you wanted, and 2 watches. It's a very like a slow, steady, cool pace.
Yeah, I appreciate all these answers. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
and
be happy to take any of those labels.
yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like the sloth is the complete opposite of the squirrel, right? Like,
Yeah.
But I think all this is it's nice that to have that you've all and you're happy with your 7 watches, right? Yeah, like besides the Black 58.
Yes.
Okay.
Still definitely like got that itch.
Sure.
But like we said, we just kind of always have the itch. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you planning to sell that soon, the 58, since we're talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Like this year and by the end of the year.
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you also have the Sanjay's one, the blue one, or is it the black one?
Nope. The OG, the black
OG.
one with the gilt
Okay.
markers.
And
Yeah.
is there a reason why you want to sell it? Like, is there
Honestly, dude, I just don't wear it all that much anymore. I was kind of having the same bracelet issues Sanjay was having, where it just like felt like there was no proper way to get it to fit right.
Sure.
And I was like dealing with a whole bunch of health stuff where I just like had super bad fatigue all the time and just couldn't handle wearing a big old dive watch. And I think as this year has gone on, I feel like I may be kind of shifting wholeheartedly towards like dive watches and like wanting to look at like titanium and just like I feel like I'm very much in this like watch funk, like nothing excites me anymore. So I'm hoping Zenith will drop some like crazy stuff. So yeah.
You're getting numb to all this everything now. That's
Yeah.
I understand that completely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good thing too. And I felt like I don't know, because I haven't ordered Tudor in a long time, but for all 3 of you guys, it feels like Tudor, people who've owned Tudors, a lot of times they sell the watch. It lasts, a lot of them last like like some of the last for a long period of time, but a lot of them there's a higher turnover. I don't know if that's just my bias or here, but I felt like a lot of people sold their watches, which are Tudors.
Yes. And I like, so I don't know what the case has been for everyone else in the chat and like on camera, but in my opinion, I feel like it has a lot to do with Tudors tend to be kind of ideal first luxury watch purchases for a lot of people, and they tend to get kind of pitched that way. Like I said that exact same thing in the Black Bay 58 review that I like dropped a couple of weeks ago. And I think because of that, like so many people hearing that all the time, and like it's a lot of money if it's your first luxury watch, if they end up going there knowing that it's a safe bet because I can still get most of my money back if I want to like flip it later or trade it in for something else, I think it just kind of makes sense that it just ends up being flipped a lot, especially because I don't know if this is still the case, but I remember a couple of years ago there was this statistic released by Chrono 24 about how the Speedmaster Professional is the most traded watch on the platform. And it's another one of those pieces that's just a great first luxury watch because it's very timeless, very classic, and it holds its value well enough that you're going to be able to find someone else to sell it off to so you can fund your next purchase. So that's my perspective.
I think the last part you said was pretty important too, right? It retains its value, so they
Yeah.
tutors and the Speedmaster, I guess they can flip it at the same time.
Yeah.
And not worry about a big loss or anything like that.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel upstairs? Those two. Do you guys feel like tutor? You guys held tutors for a longer period of time, or you flipped it? Sanjay, I
Well,
guess, and you're independent, but Torin, I guess, have you flipped a lot of tutors or?
Yeah, well, when we get to me, I've actually flipped a couple. I think
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this year, the Pelagos and the Black Bay 58.
Okay, so let's just talk about your
Yeah.
selections this year then, and then we can talk about what your collecting habit is. So do you have a list or just at least the highlights of how many watches you've had?
Well, here's what I'm gonna do, because I think I might actually have Sanjay beat, because
yeah, probably.
I've released a lot of videos for my channel. So I just went to my video catalog page, and I'm just gonna scroll up from the start of this year for the ones I know and I've owned. So
Sure.
Okay, starting earliest, I had a Christopher Ward C60. I did pick up the Tudor Pelagos, the blue dial. I picked up the Full Metal G-Shock Squared, the Swiss Watch Company Bunker Field Watch, a Bulova Lunar Pilot, an Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot.
I remember that.
Yeah, a Zin U50. That was nice.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
see.
a nice watch.
A Zin 103, the acrylic crystal matte dial. Whitby Watch Company. I think it was the Ambassador. My Grand Seiko SBGA 231. So that's the spring drive dive watch. A Longines Spirit, the blue one. That was good. A Zin U1, the white limited edition dial. The Tudor Black Bay 58 Navy. Picked up a Citizen ProMaster Tough. An Omega Aquaterra, 41 millimeters. Let's see, a Longines Conquest, the very high precision quartz. The Helios Fairwind, I still have that. Archimedes, 39 millimeter pilot watch, which I still have. Citizen Signature Grand Classic. The Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch, which Sanjay and I got with me. Another Citizen Signature Dive Watch, which was pretty good. My Doxa 750T. My Grand Seiko SBGH 281, the Superman.
I know what's next.
White Birch.
Yeah.
The Orion Hellcat. And my most recent acquisition, which I'm wearing, which is this Borealis dive watch.
Wow. 26?
26. Okay.
And you said you still have the Archimedes, as you still have the White Birch.
Yeah.
And any other watches that you still have?
Well, I do have some keepers that I've kept for longer than a year, right? So my Rolex Explorers, a staple.
Sure.
My Grand Seiko SBGN 003.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess it's I guess I'll start with Sanjay, because Sanjay, I even asked you, what do you think that collection is? Kind of a little bit more number, I guess.
Yeah.
High turnover again. What do you think?
I'm gonna say bear.
Nice.
Yeah. I was
You're
gonna
stealing
say-
answers from chat.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was thinking bear because just have like a big hearty meal all summer and then slow down through the winter, because we're getting to winter now. Kind of
Just
slow
took a
down a
very-
little.
I see. Okay. Brandon.
I honestly have no idea. I'm still a little overwhelmed by the sheer length of the list.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But also, I feel like, I don't know. I was trying to think of some animal that recycles, if that makes sense, because you're going through all this stuff for work. So I was trying. I don't know what I was trying to think of. For some reason, dung beetle came to mind, but I don't like that. That just seems awful.
Sure.
So I'm gonna retract it, and we're gonna move on.
That could be taken so many levels.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right?
All right. I
What
was
about you, Bobby?
I was going to say like a big fish, like a something that not like a huge shark, but like a smaller shark that eats a smaller fish and eats multiple. Like I was going to say like tiger shark or something like that that has to eat every very frequently the smaller fish. I think that's what I feel like. I see in the chat hummingbird maybe very.
Yeah, maybe.
That sounds like a good from the bird family. I think that's a good one.
For myself, I was thinking like a hippo.
Hippo's a good one too. Yeah. Like bear is a good one. Omnivore, something that but that seems like a good answer from an omnivore. I guess would be the best one.
Yeah.
These are so cool.
That's a good one.
Wow. Right. I like this the answers on the chat too. So but
pull up James Duffy's comment because
That's funny. It's a Wolfgang.
Yeah, Wolfgang type reference. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Keith, good to see you. Winding down now. But yeah, Keith, you missed out, man.
Oh man.
You missed out.
Yeah. All the days.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun, guys. My review for the White Birch will be dropping in 10 minutes.
Wait. Bobby, were you gonna do your collection?
The review for the White Birch is coming up soon. Just watch and subscribe and like the White Birch review from Sanjay.
Yeah. Justin, yes, you do have to catch a replay. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys. I had a blast. And yeah, it's our collection, guys. It's our collection. So guys, do you have anything you want to plug for coming up this week? Or Torin, do you have any videos coming up?
I just put out a short video on YouTube. It was my first time doing a YouTube short. It was just with my brother and I mountain biking, which was kind of cool, different thing. But you can check it out. It's under 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. Brandon, you had a great review of the Black Bay 58. I was laughing when you were doing the spray thing.
Thank you, I appreciate
that. That was really good. But yeah, do you have anything else coming up this week?
No, I've just started creating Instagram reels just for funsies.
Nice,
so I might upload them as YouTube shorts, but also don't want to muddy up the channel. So yeah, who knows? We'll see what happens this week. Follow, subscribe for more chaotic energy watches.
Yeah, Torin, Corey and I, we were talking before we went live, how I'm forgetting my singlese.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're having the same issue.
Yes.
I don't have anyone to speak singlese with.
Yeah,
so
same here.
It's like we got to talk.
Yeah, if you want to give me a call sometime, we can.
Yeah, that'll be good. Bobby, anything coming up for you?
No, I'm actually really, just happy to see you collecting, Sanjay, and everybody collecting new watches, and just happy to see that you're experiencing different types of watches.
Yeah, collecting experiences, as they say.
Yeah, that's what Bruce Williams saying.
I'm the Bruce Williams then, right?
Yeah. That's true. You're the Canadian Bruce Williams now.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us. It was such a pleasure. Justin was mentioning something. Yeah, he was asking me if I'm really gonna get rid of the white birch. You gotta watch a replay, Justin. You really do. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. I appreciate you all. We'll see you tomorrow for Watch Soup. Clayton is joining us to do Watch Soup, so will be fun.
Cool.
All right, guys. Take care. Stay safe out there.
Yeah.
See you next
Bye.
time. Bye.